3. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Panthers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kent State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Can you draw up a better start for any defense? First play of the game, you get a sack, a negative play, exactly what you're looking for. This defense coming out the gates on fire.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. From the gun, give on the inside. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's quiet. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Hodges. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Georgia State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Panthers. Reeled it in and just made the house call. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia State, 7. Kent State, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Looking to pass. It's Coates. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The golden flashes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got his man. Close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Panthers have this offense rolling. Looking for space. It's King. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Running back searching for a hole. He's up, headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
To the air, it's Coates. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first pass. Of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Jamison. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Quarterback will audible. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it in the red zone. It's King. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Looking to throw on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's King. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down. On the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They're working that left side. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Wyatt. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. It's Coates. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fair catch, called for and made. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here comes the offense on second down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Golden Flashes will boot it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Coates. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Golden Flashes are flying down the field.
Good enough for a first down.
He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Wyatt. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling that plays.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And he hauls it in at the 30. And the tackle. Not before. That completion gets them 30+. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. No, he just flat ran over it. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Coming after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Getting some heat. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Never a down. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Liberty has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day.
Number 12, set to kick off.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking downfield, it's Coates. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Golden Flashes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for our defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing now here in Week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Going to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. That's caught. It's Trevino. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't...
Is incomplete.
Change. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Kent State, 10.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Finds his back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run, he... Hey, pick up on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
First down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Coates. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's a first down.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
On second down, wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense uses the timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportion. Now,
if we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
the coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied. Is gone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So it's an 80-yard drive. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.